This is the part I hate doing. This is why I hired people like that. But until it gets big enough. Because it can't print in midair, so it has to print on something. So it's designed to print a structure that can be removed. Okay.
How do you make it?
That's all. I mean, it's pretty simple. Take this part. It took me a while to like figure it out. Because I mean, it doesn't come with any instructions, but it's not rocket science. You just gotta figure it out. Jesse grips in.
What's going on, George?
I am gluing points in my arrows. I just refletched all my arrows. It took 6.5 hours to fletch 11 arrows.
A delayed 6.5.
Delayed 6.5 hours. So just to always yell at people for using pliers for gluing in points.
That was not me.
But I just pulled these out of another arrow so that they're hot. So that's why I'm holding them with pliers. Normally, if the point is too hot for your fingers, it's too hot for the arrow. So
That's interesting. I didn't know that. Too hot.
too hot for your fingers, it's too hot for the arrow. So
Because of the
these, I
material.
just pulled this out and it's not too hot for my fingers, right? So I'm going to warm the point just a little so the glue doesn't instantly solidify. I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on there, warm it back up, warm the end of the arrow just a little, and a little in and out and spin. And it goes on, and then the glue is cool enough,
Oh my
I
gosh.
can wipe it off with my fingers.
I've been doing that wrong forever.
Look at there. So there it is. Beautiful. Just look at this. Just look. Competition archery products, knockbusters. Look how gorgeous that point fits that shaft. Nothing fits that good. Love it. So where are you going, Chris? Where are you headed?
What's going on, guys? That was an excellent way to start this drill journey. Kick it off on a high note of some educational pieces. But the reason why I have my coat on right now, and Kolby has a coat on, and these arrows are on the ground.
Anybody wants to fletch Joad arrows? We have a job here at Archery Learning Center. Someone can fletch Joad arrows. Joad arrows.
I need a back row.
So, where you going, Chris?
So I'm down here in Georgia with Kolby and George, working on some UltraView stuff, and I flew down on March 1st, and we had a big fiasco. We had to change flights. I missed my connecting flight because of a snowstorm. And when I landed in Atlanta, both of my bags were delayed, and then one never showed up. And right now, it's in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Wait a minute.
What?
Just give them the short form of what the fiasco of the
I have a bag in North Carolina, and we're going to go get it.
No.
What?
The change in flights. Just the really super quick.
Oh.
Really super quick. You want me to give them the super quick
On Thursday?
version? Yeah.
Okay.
So, Chris is doing the video and photography and stuff for Kolby. Kolby gets a plane ticket for Chris so that Chris can fly down and do this stuff for him. Kolby buys the ticket from Atlanta to Detroit, not from Detroit to Atlanta. So they had a last minute plane change. Kolby, Mr. Detail,
No.
bought a reverse ticket.
I'm not even going to give you my excuse for that. I'll just take it.
So that was number one. Number two, we get a new flight like 3 hours later. American instead of Delta. American sucks.
Hashtag American sucks.
Kolby spelled my name wrong.
Hey. His name's Christopher, not Chris.
No, you said CHIRS.
Yeah, but that's a minor detail. TSA look past that.
So, and then it was a big fiasco to change my name. It took like 5 times. It was a disaster.
So we're going to get Chris's bag in Charlotte.
So they're driving 4 hours.
3 hours and 30
3 hours
minutes.
and 40 minutes with a stop for gas. That's going to be 4 hours.
And
maybe food. 4. So y'all be back 3:30.
That's when we normally go to bed.
That's
anyways.
bedtime.
3:30. So you're going to make it.
Yeah.
I might still be up to greet
We'll
you.
work in the car.
I might still be up to greet you when you get back.
We need to back
actually
away.
drive, but
Back away.
you can website.
Oh, it's
design,
been zoomed
video
in real
edit,
bad
drive.
that whole time.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Video editing and driving. Yeah. So we're going to get that bag. They're going to get that bag. I'm going to go home and cook. I'm thinking crab legs and medallions.
That was right.
Maybe.
We're gonna have a good dinner.
Yeah, we were going to have a good dinner, but I'm going to have a good dinner.
With the
So
boys.
it'll just be me and the boys.
Say something
Leo
funny.
here is going to have crab legs and medallions. Don't make the Zach Harris face. Just actually speak to the people.
What's up?
Say, there you go. That's
Quinn
good.
will say something funny. Say something funny. Oh my gosh, your kids need to learn.
I know.
social
I
skills.
don't understand. They're my
I
kids.
need
and
to go
they
pee
can't talk on
first.
camera.
Get in the car.
8 minutes from now. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Have fun storming the castle.
Oh gosh. We become American.
New Charlotte Airport, and then we'll start driving, and then 202 miles away.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Oh yeah. We're gonna eat.
Somewhere.
We like
get up.
American Airlines, Olivia, can I help you?
Hi Olivia, this is Chris. I have a bag that is stuck in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I've been checking in on it about every hour, and I'm just checking in on it again.
The old Nissan here has a 10-gallon tank, and I just said we put about 10 gallons in it.
I'm really cutting it close. Update on Operation Get Chris's Bags from North Carolina. We actually had some friends, the Torrances,
Yeah.
Blake Torrance's parents, who live really close to Charlotte.
Chris is a little rattled right now.
I don't know what I'm doing.
We've been getting real deep on the conversations here.
My throat
Just
is
let me know
so
if you want me to
raspy.
take over.
So we met them like halfway between Atlanta and the airport. They picked up my bag, which I'm very surprised they picked up. Like they were able to. Like it just shows how manipulated and jacked up the whole system is. And just well, they literally. I don't think they showed them the picture I sent them of the bag.
Really?
I don't think so. So we got the bags. We're headed back to Atlanta now. It's 11 o'clock at night. We're going to go back and
Get to work.
start working on stuff again.
Yeah.
Kolby's really excited.
I should back up the road a little bit.
What?
His car. It's like, George gets to be a distracted driver. But his logo's plastered all over his car. So whenever he pisses
So he just,
someone
like,
off
drives
the road, he's in a truck again.
First watch. Big and tall. In some natural habitat.
I'm taller.
And Leo. I'll grab that. So for the top support material, I just put my thumb and just push it off like that.
Bunch of cables from the back of this computer and plug them back in or something.
I'm using the HDMI cord to play to that TV.
I wish you wouldn't just grab things and do it.
All right.
This is some buttons.
The code because I used the same code with on the other printer before I changed those fans too.
Trying to fix a printer that Zach says is not working properly.
Does it seem to
But
be
you
working?
you said the nozzle needed to be replaced anyway.
No, I said the nozzle may need to be replaced.
The only thing that's happening is it's not sticking to the bed on that one piece of
Hold it right there. What is that?
This is a nozzle.
For the 3D printer?
Yeah, so they just wear out if you just run a printer a lot. So you just got to keep them fresh. And we think that's what's wrong with it, but I thought the nozzle was fine. I don't know what's wrong with it. I think it's the file. So I'm just gonna print it and see what happens. Oh, Zach, your settings are different on your.
What's going on, guys? So this is the last night of my trip here in Georgia with Kolby Hanley. What's up in Georgia? What's going on? So we pretty much had a complete lockdown, creative marketing session, pretty much about everything, but mostly about UltraView. And we just had this whole studio set up pretty much for like 2.5 days, pretty much nonstop. This big incubator. So we're just shooting a little bit, wrapping up. I fly out tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning. So it's been an absolutely fantastic weekend. And Cincinnati is next weekend. Thursday, we drive up. I drive down, they drive up. So we meet up.
You come back down.
It's like a never-ending cycle. Oh, it's right there. I found it.
I'm pretty sure. It's touching the battery, and it has to touch the battery to have the electrical connection. And then when you slap it back down, the battery falls down.
All right, guys, that's all she wrote for this kind of episode vlog down here in Georgia. Check out these sweet new UltraView scopes. I'm gonna try one out in Cincinnati for the first time. That's a wrap.